Welcome, CNG 132. I am back in town, relaxed for Saturday. I'm going to start grading and reading discussions today. But as you guys finish this week, make sure to start to really assess, not access, assess um, wireless communication. That's one thing we learned about this week was like wireless security and wireless protocols. There's tons of protocols out there to help protect us wirelessly. Um, and even when we start to look at the wireless networks themselves, they do not give us a defined perimeter. As far as that Wi-Fi signal is being cast, an attacker can sit at that point and start to um, gather information on the network. So here is an interesting thing. So I did a quick Google search, Stingray hacking. The Stingray device is basically a larger computer that acts as a cell phone tower. Can be put in like I would say a cop car, but maybe something bigger, like maybe a cop van, FBI van. And this is a device. Um, And this is a device that your cell phone will interpret as a legitimate cell phone tower and start to send all its data through that. And law enforcement use these for, well, it was intended for law enforcement use. But as you know, once they start selling a device, criminals can take that device and use it for their own means. But as this device would hook into or be used to um, target criminals, hackers just started targeting people as well to get the information from them. And once again, it looks as a um, legitimate device, and in your phone hooks up to it because it's the strongest cell phone tower near it, and then all the data. I use my phone for just about everything, and like I said, I'm very paranoid about um, networks around me, so I don't, you know, I definitely take care of my mobile device and look at I should say, assess the network I'm on before I start, logging in my bank account, before I start typing in passwords and usernames. Um, but feel free to look these up. And once again, this is just an amazing device that was supposed to be used for um, good, but then it definitely turned into a bad thing. So let's see today. Um, really assess those wireless networks when you're out and about. Uh, I will try to come up with a video to show you my phone. Actually, let me look at this. Let me start open this page right here. Um, Google Store. Now there are a few really nice devices out there, or I should say, really nice apps out there. Android apps on Google Play. So here we have Google Play, and if you do Wi-Fi Analyzer, there is a one with the gold hand. Here it is right here. This is probably one of the best, and the pro version is probably better, but I only use the free one um, in class. But this Wi-Fi analyzer, maybe it gives us some pictures. It'll show you the strength of the signals around you. Let's see what all I can see here. The signal strength still, and here we go to the meat of it right here. So we're looking at a specific wireless WITES new 24 network, and we can see all this information on it, and we can see if it's unencrypted, encrypted, and then you go a little bit further and you get, where is it at? You're able to actually get to be able to tell, what kind of encryption's on it, and if there are any devices connected to it. I mean, this is a really good Wi-Fi analyzer. If you're on, let's see, if you're on Apple, I don't know if it's going to let me bring it up. It's because I'm on my desktop. Um, but Apple has some really good ones too. Yeah, I got to install it. Um, Apple has some really good ones too. Take a look at one of these because these are essentially as soon as I open my laptop or if I'm on my phone, this is one of the first tools I open up to see, okay, what is on this network? Let me assess this network around me. Um, and if I was trying to educate people in security, and I've done this more than a few times, is go to people's houses and just give them a brief rundown um, of how they can secure their self. And you guys can do this too as you're starting out. Maybe you charge people in the community $150 just for a security assessment. You're able to pull up to their house, start looking at Wi-Fi's, and the SSID of the house, should be um, not specific to that house. I've seen people list their address in the SSID. I've seen them do last names. That's information that you're given attackers for free. And the assessment would be like, okay, let me see if you changed your default password to your router, because once somebody's on that network, they have access to everything being shared on that network and chances to attack on that network. Really, really good stuff to figure out. Once again, Wi-Fi Analyzer. Look it up in Google Play. iTunes has some good ones. Oh, there's one I use on my phone right there. So Network Analyzer is what I have on what you'll find in iTunes also. That's the one I use. And once again, when I went to the Red Hat Summit this spring, I hopped on that public network that Red Hat was offering. I was able to see um, everybody's computers. So at that point, if I see them, they see me. I immediately hopped off that network. Not a good network to be on, especially with my phone or the school's computer, because that's the way a virus um, could be transferred and open the risk of having an attack happen. So as we wrap up this week, I will jump on grading everything and get caught up by tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good week, and make sure to enjoy this 4th of July um, Wednesday, and make sure to get those assignments in early.